Hi everyone, Dyon here. Welcome back to our weekly series. I'm dealing with autoimmune diseases. As you know, I'm the lupus warrior. I've been diagnosed with lupus now for almost 4 years. It has been an interesting battle, but this week I want to talk to you about lupus and disability benefits. It was brought to my attention this week when someone said to me, why are you still working? I know a lot of people with lupus and they're not able to work. Aren't you getting disability? And I'm like, no. So there's a misconception that automatically because you've been diagnosed with an autoimmune disease that you receive disability benefits. And the truth of the matter is, I actually applied for disability in 2014, just a few months after I was diagnosed, and I was denied. I was denied because I had made too much money according to their qualifications. So, in order to even get past the first phase, you have to make a certain amount of income for the month, and my gross was about $200 more than what they stipulated. So I'm working part-time right now, and I was working still part-time then in the same job, and my income can barely meet my weekly, monthly expenses. So imagine somebody telling you that you make too much money and denying you benefits. So at that point, I realized that I only had one choice. I had to work in excruciating pain. So when the young lady said to me, she said she has quite a few friends with lupus and they're in so much pain that they can't actually work. I said to her, I'm in excruciating pain almost every day, but I push past it because I don't have an alternative. I don't have another choice. So the choices that you're given most times if you're living with lupus is to reapply, get a lawyer and reapply if they deny you the first time. And in that process, you could wait months, and some people wait years while they're waiting to, receive a approval letter, and then they'll back pay you from the time that you apply. If you do get approved, because lupus is a condition that is considered for a disability. But in my case, I don't have the luxury because I don't have anybody else to help me pay my bills. My rent still got to get paid. At the time, I had a house, so my mortgage still had to get paid. I still had to keep the lights on. I still had to pay my life insurance, my health insurance. I still had to pay, get food. So all those things are necessity. That's not something you could put in a pile or say, all right, I might get to it. And now, since I pretty much had to give up my house, it was going to foreclose anyway. So in 2015, I had to literally walk away from it. I don't have the luxury of saying, I'm going to reapply and wait and see. Because basically I would have to quit my job and reapply. What am I going to do within that time frame while I wait? Because there is no general time frame of how long you'll be waiting. So you're basically at the mercy of somebody else while you wait. I don't have that type of time. I have stuff going on in my life that doesn't give me that luxury of waiting on somebody else. So I decided to put on my superhero cape and save my damn self, and that's what I do every day that I get up. So yes, if I misled anybody in any way, shape, or form of what lupus has done to my life and what it's doing to my life, I apologize. But it's not easy. It's not easy to get up and go to work and work in a classroom that is freezing cold and has been all year long. I teach in my coat, my gloves, my scarf. Some days I wrap my scarf around my head and I still get the job done. They haven't even done anything to move my classroom, and I've requested a new classroom, and I've even given them a solution of a warmer classroom that I found, and they still haven't done anything to help me. So my point is, when people say, oh, you can just apply for disability, it's not always as easy as it sounds. There are so many red tapes that you have to go through. There's so many hula hoops that you have to jump over. There's so many hurdles that you have to jump over. And that kind of stress is something that I don't need. Lupus is a condition that they tell you to stay away from stressful situations because it can only cause flare-ups. So knowing that, I decided that I wasn't going to take that route because the way my anxiety set up, I can't. Yes, I know we're not supposed to say can't, but in this situation, I just cannot put my body or my mind through that again. I know what it's like to lose my mind. I did that before lupus, so I'm not going back to that place. So I'm not saying for you, if you're experiencing financial hardship and you're not able to work, for you not to do it. I'm just telling you that for me, it wasn't beneficial. So if I ever get to the place where I can no longer handle, yes, I'm going to have to reapply. But what I'm saying is right now, for me to just stop working and wait on the government to decide if they're going to approve me or deny me for months, I will be homeless because I don't have anywhere else to go. I don't have anybody else that take care of me. And the money I'm making now is literally, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. So I believe I'm trying to remember the amount that you can make before taxes. So I think you can't make more than like $1,100 per month before taxes. I believe it's something like that. I can't remember quite, but I believe it's really low. Trust me, it's really low. You have a huge gap. You're going to have a huge shortfall. So my shortfall is already a huge shortfall. So imagine if I had to wait for them to give me whatever amount. I don't even know how much it will be when they decide. And that's another thing. So you can sit and wait and still get a certain amount that's not even going to be enough to sustain you. So yes, I just get up every day and I do what I do, not because it's glorified, not because it's something I feel like, oh, that's something that I need to do it. Basically, I need to do it. That's how I get by. So don't be fooled because I get out here and I bust my butt every day. It's something that I absolutely have to do. There isn't an alternative. I've tried, I looked into it. So I just get up and do it. So I encourage you, if you're in that situation, just keep going, keep fighting. That's what keeps me motivated, because I know that in the end, they say if you sow in tears, you reap in joy. So my joy is coming. Whatever this season is producing, this pain is producing a greater purpose. So for you who have been denied disability, just keep your head up. It's not the end of the world. Greater is coming. So just hold on to that and be blessed.